Hi fire signs, these are your general collective messages for the rest of September. So from now until the end of September, this again of course is for all fire signs. That would be Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Again, these are general and collective, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, we'll get started right away. I'm looking at what is the present energy surrounding you. Just flew out. Okay, so your first card is silence. So it looks like you're in a process of healing or experiencing abundance or feeling hopeful and joyful about things in your life or the way your life is moving. Okay, so this of course is the card actually for, this is the card for Aquarius. Okay, this is the star card in the traditional tarot. I'm using the Osho Zen tarot deck. So in the traditional tarot, this is a star card. So the star represents, a feeling of hope, a feeling of abundance, a feeling of also a lot of emotional and spiritual healing, cleansing. Okay, so you could be going through some of that right now, fire signs. We will do clarifications as we move along. Right now I'm looking at what is in your head space or what is in your conscious mind. Okay. Oh my god. These cards are a little slippery. Okay, so in your head space, you have the Nine of Swords, sorrow. So perhaps you are thinking about, or something is causing you to feel sorrow, or you are feeling anxious and stressed out about something, maybe even causing you sleepless nights. Okay. You might also benefit from protecting yourself, protecting your energetic field, protecting your aura, etc. So you may want to do some, and you do have cleansing or healing as a present energy supporting you. All right, so you may want to do some practices or some use some tools to help you to keep yourself energetically protected. Okay. So you can try burning incense or burning sage, or even just lighting a lamp or a candle, and sitting in silence for maybe 10 minutes a day, etc. Just with yourself, just speaking positive words, words of affirmation, words of support to yourself. Okay, that might help you a lot, because in your mind there is some amount of anxiety, some amount of stress. Also, you could be experiencing some amount of sorrow. Okay, we'll see what is in your heart space. Okay, one fell from there, one fell from here. I'll read both. Understanding and exhaustion. We've got 2 nines now, fire signs, which means that you could be completing a cycle, or you could be closing some things. There could be an ending that you might experience with some things in your life, because you do have 2 nines. Nines represent endings. Okay. So with understanding is the page of it's the page of cups in the traditional tarot deck. Okay, so in your heart it feels like you want people to understand you. You want an environment which is more understanding, or your relationships also to be more understanding in your heart. On the other hand, you also might be feeling in your heart that you have extended a lot of understanding towards others, or you have been understanding and you have operated from a place of love, operated from a place of purity and innocence towards people in your life or towards your environment, but maybe somehow that has not been reciprocated, which has also left you feeling exhausted. You've got the Nine of Wands here. Okay, so Nine of Wands in the traditional tarot is essentially keeping your guards up, or protecting yourself. So in your heart you're feeling like there is exhaustion, or you're tired, either because you have been too understanding towards other people and that has not been extended back to you, or because you are wanting that from other people, and you're trying to get a more understanding response or a more understanding connection or equation with the people in your life, and that's not happening, and that's why also you're feeling exhausted and burnt out. Also in your mind you do have sorrow. So this is, I feel like this is regarding to some personal relationship or some personal equation that you have. Okay, we'll do some clarifiers, but don't worry, because the energy is supporting your healing process. Okay, it is supporting you to come to a place of more hope, more joy, more abundance, more healing, cleansing. Okay, so that's energy supporting you. We'll do clarifiers, so I'll just give it one quick shuffle and then I'll start doing clarifiers for each of these cards. I gave it one last shuffle, otherwise I'll pull. Death under your silence. So there's a transformation currently that is happening. There's a rebirth currently that is happening for you, fire signs. So allow this rebirth to happen. This rebirth, or this ending of something, the ending of something. You've also got two nines, which does represent ending. So whatever needs to end, allow it to end, because that will help to heal you. That will help to take away this sorrow, and it will help to make you feel less exhausted, and will bring in the understanding that you're wanting from other people. All right, so allow that transformation to happen. It's a good present energy. So while your transformation is happening, again, this card for Scorpio, death is a card for Scorpio. So some of you could either be dealing with a Scorpio or with an Aquarius. Okay, again, like I said earlier, is that this is for all fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, as well as Sagittarius. So this will of course not apply to everybody. Please take it as it applies to you. So why I said that the present energy is beautiful, or the death is beautiful, is because through this transformation the universe is also providing you with the healing process. It's automatically healing you. You just have to stay in an open, receptive place. Okay. Okay, Emperor has fallen reversed. This is the Emperor card for Aries. So now you've got one representation in this reading. Has fallen reversed under your under your sorrow card. So perhaps you were impulsive, or perhaps you behaved in a manner which was not which was not the best way to behave. Okay, now the Emperor can have two meanings, right, depending on how it falls in the reading, whether it falls upright or it falls reversed. So while the Emperor can be a very, very stable father figure kind of a person, with having a stable temperament, having a lot of power, knowing how to channelize that power, protecting his environment, providing for his environment, etc. While the Emperor can embody all of that, the Emperor also can embody being manipulative, being aggressive, being domineering and dominating, leaving people feeling powerless, or stripping people of their power or of their identity, etc. Okay, usually when it's fallen reverse, that's what it means. So perhaps perhaps there is a person in your life who has behaved like this with you, and so you are experiencing this sorrow, or you have behaved like this in the past, or you have behaved like this with people in your life, and hence the realization has happened for you, and hence you are experiencing the sorrow, okay, or the anxiety over, like, what have I done, like, why did I do all of these things, all of that. Maybe that's why also there is transformation happening for you, okay. So nothing to get worried about. It happens to all of us. All of us go through our phases where we are not operating at our highest potential. We're not operating at our best selves, okay. And I think sometimes that is required, because if that never happens, then we can never learn and we can never grow, okay. If you're always behaving nicely, if you're always behaving the way you're supposed to behave, then you're, sorry to say, but then you're leading a very, very dull life, and you're not leaving any room for any deep learning or deep growth, because then it's just a plateau. Okay, so not to say that you have to go seeking bad behavior, you have to consciously or purposely behave badly, but sometimes it happens, and one tends to let situations get the better of us, and it happens. And as long as you're able to realize that and overcome that and transform that into something more positive, then it's all good at the end of the day, okay. So don't worry about this Emperor falling reversed. Okay, right under your understanding or page of cups, you have the Magician card. Okay, so like I said earlier, you're trying to manifest this understanding from people. You're trying to get people to understand you. That's in your heart. You want people to understand you. You want people to operate or interact with you with a more loving approach, with a more artistic approach, with a more creative approach, with a more gentle approach. You want that in your life, and you're trying to manifest that as well. You're trying to raise your vibration so as you are able to align with that understanding. So good. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because your vibration is getting raised. Okay, you are moving into alignment. Also, the Star card, or the Silence card over here, the star in the traditional zodiac, traditional tarot, does represent being in alignment. Okay, so you got now 2 cards of alignment, so keep doing what you're doing. Quite a few major arcana cards. Wow, fire signs, your bottom row is full of major arcana cards, just like water signs. Okay, again, then at the bottom you have, under your exhaustion, you have Temperance, this card for Sagittarius. So now we have 2 of you representing this reading, Aries and Sagittarius. Okay, so as you're feeling exhausted, don't worry, okay, the balance will get restored. Just be patient a little bit. In your heart also you are experiencing, or you're wanting to experience a more balanced level, a more balanced level in terms of emotional and mental life, and maybe that's why also that imbalance is making you feel a little bit exhausted. So don't worry, you keep doing whatever you're doing in terms of aligning yourself or raising your vibration, because energy is supporting you, and you will eventually come to the place of more balance. You will eventually come to the place of more harmony and more joy, at least towards the end of September. Alright, so continue to do what you're doing. Let me get one word of advice for you guys. Two fell out, I'll read both. Somehow I had a feeling harmony is going to come out, make its round for you guys. Okay, so you have 10 of Cups, harmony, and you have 3 of Swords, isolation. Okay, so the word of advice for you guys is to keep your eyes on the harmony that you want in your life, on the joy that you want in your life, on the fulfillment, emotional fulfillment that you want in your life. Keep your focus on that. There may be some heartbreak that you may have experienced, which may be causing you this sorrow right now and this exhaustion right now, but heartbreaks or heartaches or feeling isolated, etc., all part and parcel of life. All right, so you can choose to focus either on wanting the harmony, wanting the balance, wanting the joy in your life, and emotional fulfillment in your life, or you can choose to work in isolation. Either way, choice is yours. Free will always exists. So the choice is yours, what you want to do. Universe is advising you that these are the two choices you have. Okay, I would recommend that even through the process of heartbreak or isolating yourself, if that happens to you, keep your eyes and keep your focus on the harmony that you want, on the joy that you want, on the emotional fulfillment that you want. Okay, that will help to raise your alignment, that will help to raise your vibration. Okay, let's get one potential outcome for you guys till the end of September. Beautiful. Okay, also with the word of advice, the 10 of Cups and isolation, another piece of advice for you would be that in any emotional fulfillment or joy that you experience, abundance of everything, so material, physical, emotional, mental, etc., abundance of all of that you experience, learn to share it with other people. Don't isolate yourself. Okay, don't keep that only for yourself. This also could be that message for you guys. Your potential outcome for till September end is the Abundance card. Okay, this King of Pentacles in traditional tarot deck. So there will be stability, there will be you will experience more stability in your material world, you will experience more stability in your emotional world as well. There will also be reason for you to enjoy, to have have more harmony, more joy, more coming together of people in your life. I can't help but be drawn to the moon and the sun. Okay, these are two opposite energies. It's the convergence of two opposite energies, okay, coming together. So there will be that abundance towards the end of September for you guys. Okay, so there might be some stuff that might be happening for you guys in the month of September, through till as we're moving ahead. But don't worry, allow that to happen, allow whatever needs to get transformed. You've made mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and you also operate from a place of more love and more understanding towards people in your environment. Alright, let me get a moon message for you guys. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so don't be ashamed if in the past you have been a slightly lesser version of yourself. It's okay, that's also part of you. So long as you've learned your lesson, so long as you've moved ahead and evolved, show the world who you really are. Don't shy yourself or keep yourself hidden or isolate yourself. Because the world does draw inspiration from fire signs. You guys are the torchbearers for the rest of the zodiac signs. So the rest of us do draw inspiration from you. Okay, so don't shy yourself. Mirrored Soul, card number 21. This is your message from the Cosmic Cards deck. So like I had said earlier as well, looks like this is about some personal relationship where you are experiencing all of this. So whoever this person that is in question for you or is in your mind right now, this is your mirrored soul. The two of you are in fact divinely connected and divinely brought together. Probably in this lifetime. Okay, so whatever it is that annoys you about that other person, know that it is also prevalent within you. That very thing is prevalent within you, and that is why it annoys you. Okay, and whatever it is that you love about the other person, know that that same quality exists within you, and that is why also you love that other person. Okay, so you are being supported and you are being guided with the mirrored soul in your life, who can show you your real true person, show the world the real you, who can help you, okay, to show the world who you really are as a person, the beauty that you have within you. All right, so I hope that this helped you guys, fire signs. This is again of course for all fire signs, that is Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of September.